iSARMs.com, the #1 place to learn about SARMs online.
Moving forward, what I want to talk to you about today is the power of Anadrol. So let's just jump right in. Now, obviously, I'm not a big bulking type of user, but I want to talk to you, about Anadrol because it is a damn good, compound. And just because that I don't find bulking to be what I like to do does not mean that the bulking steroids are bad in any way. I like Anadrol. There's a lot of things to know about it, and when I talk about the power of it, it's not just the benefits, but it's also the side effects too. There's a lot to go along with it. When I talk about the power of Anadrol in the positive form, I'm talking about the strength and the size. It's debatable amongst many what has more size and strength gain between Anadrol and D-bol. I can tell you, using them both, that the strength is so close and the size is so close. It really is. For me, there's a lot more water with D-bol. For some, there's more water with Anadrol. The difference is this. D-bol actually converts to estrogen, where Anadrol is a DHT derivative. Okay? So that's something that needs to be understood. Now, Anadrol, even though it's a DHT, and when you think of DHTs, what do you think about? You think of cutting steroids. You think of Masteron, Winstrol, Primobolan, Anavar, Proviron. These are your DHT steroids. The difference here with Anadrol, even though it's a DHT, is that it's been modified. Okay, and it's just a small change to the chemical structure here. So the difference here is this. There's an addition of a 2-hydroxymethylene, okay? And that completely changes the entire way that it works. Okay, that's what brings on the massive size. And it is probably one of, if not the most hardcore oral bulking steroid on the planet. Okay? I feel it's the strongest. Some people are going to argue D-bol. I've seen results in people. I've seen different results for over a decade. I've used it myself. They both are going to add a shitload of size, just so we understand that. And a lot of times, people stack these together half and half dose. I just feel like, and maybe it's my body response to DHTs in general, even with modifications, that my body just loves DHTs, but also loves, 19 NORs too. It just depends. It's person to person. I do know this. Nothing converts to a higher rate of estrogen than D-bol does. And while Anadrol does not convert to estrogen, there is concern, though, with water retention and estrogen side effects. Now, it doesn't have any estrogenic activity, so then we wonder, how do people get gynecomastia from this? Well, there's still ongoing study on this to really determine why that is. It's really difficult to say. I do know this. A lot of people suffer from gynecomastia rebound because they don't run aromasin in their post-cycle at all, and they don't worry about that type of thing because they say, oh, it's a DHT, it doesn't aromatize. Well, you have to worry about rebound. Just like things like Superdrol that don't aromatize, you have to protect against that when you're getting into, your post-cycle therapies. It's very strange. It's a different concept, okay? It may be that it can actually interfere with estrogen metabolism, and that could be the case here. But like I say, there's not a really direct, straight answer. It's all theory, but that's one of the best theories that you're going to find. When you talk about getting strength, I'm telling you, now D-bol makes you feel better than Anadrol in terms of how you feel like in general, like the side effects in terms of being lethargic or higher blood pressure, which you can get with both. But, D-bol makes you feel almost, people say, euphoric. And I felt that way. Anadrol, though, I felt good on, but I ran the dosing right too, and that's where a lot of people run into problems. They run the dose too high. They're at 100 milligrams a week when it's completely unnecessary, and you can get all the benefits at 50. I even stacked it with Winstrol 25-25, and that was even better because the Winstrol can kind of counteract and keep that muscle hardening. A lot of guys use Anadrol in contest preps to kickstart their cycles because they don't hold any water on it. It's hit and miss person to person. The point being is this. It is in the argument as one of the top 2 or 3 for the strongest steroids out there. You're going to obviously, Tren is going to be there. Let's not even go there. You can win with the Tren argument all day, and I wouldn't fight you on that at all. But Anadrol is literally right there. just understand this. Anadrol needs to be respected, just like any other steroid, but even more so because the side effects are there. Bloated face, increase in blood pressure. This can be heavy, headaches, lower back pumps, liver problems, gynecomastia, acne. A lot of people get acne with it. It really can mess with hormonal levels, and a lot of people suffer from acne when using it. But like I said, toe to toe, head on, the amount of strength you get in such a short period of time too is very fast acting, but you don't want to exceed 4 weeks of this. It's too toxic. And most people wouldn't get through 6 weeks. The side effects would start to be too heavy. 4 weeks is plenty. I know you get going and you get that size, you want to keep going and stuff. There is a point of diminished returns. You can't run things forever, and it becomes to where that concept of more is better. It doesn't hold true here. Okay? Run it right, run it effectively, respect it, and you get all the benefits and then some. Start getting out of line, doing crazy shit, crazy dosing, and you're going to get the side effects from it. Just remember, it is very, very powerful. It needs a full post-cycle therapy. It needs to be respected, and you need to definitely have plenty of cycle support. Tudka, milk thistle, protect your blood pressure, CoQ10, hawthorn. Use it all in one if you need to. It's much easier than buying single things here to protect your kidneys, to protect your cholesterol, because you got to protect all these things because of the toxicity. But just like I said, the basis of this video, toe to toe, straight up, head to head, it is top 3 for strongest steroids, and you can argue it as number 1 all day long. I just always feel Trend's the strongest in terms of everything that it can do. And for strength, you're going to be like Anadrol, Decadebol. Anadrol fits into anything you're talking about, power, strength, and size. It fits into everything in your top 3. And that's why, at an overall consensus and average, you have to place it right there at the top. So that is the power of Anadrol. Respect the shit out of it, though. Respect it and understand that you need to be very, very careful with it. Use it right, you can get all the benefits. Run an aromatase inhibitor with it. I know it doesn't convert, but it still causes the problems. Okay? Just because it doesn't convert, it doesn't mean that it can't do it, because it does it to many. Okay? There's people all over the world that complain about this on a frequent basis. Run it right, run the protections, run the post-cycle therapy, run it with testosterone, not alone, no oral onlys, and you will get all the benefits. You'll still endure some side effects, but you can get through it. Dylan Gemelli, signing off.
iSARMs.com, the #1 place to learn about SARMs online.